Laura from Traverse Bay Crochet, and today we're going to be making this lacy crochet charma neck warmer. It's a very simple design. It creates a beautiful texture and a nice lacy edging. For this project you can use medium worsted weight yarn, bulky weight yarn, or a super bulky weight. For this video I'm going to be using Lion brand Jiffy. It's a bulky weight yarn, and there's 115 yards in this skein, so I know I'm going to need two. For this bulky weight yarn we're probably going to be using around 160 yards. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to start with our foundation chain. It really, for whatever size yarn you use, it really doesn't matter how many chains you have as long as it measures 29 inches. So my foundation chain is about 86 chains, but as long as it measures, see that, 29 inches, then we're good to go with whatever weight yarn that you choose. Alright, so to get started we are going to half double crochet in the third chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to continue all the way across. So now we're at the end of row 1. We're going to chain 2. And for row 2, we're going to be working in the back loops only for the entire row. So here's our back loop, and half double crochet in each stitch across in the back loop only. Great, so now we just finished row 2, and we're going to chain 2. And for row 3 we're going to be working in the front loops only for the entire row. Okay, so here's our front loop. Okay, and half double crochet in the front loop only in each stitch across for this row. That's going to create a nice texture on your main side here. And we're going to continue in this way with the front loop for this row only, and then for the next row the back loops only, and we're going to go back and forth until you have 10 rows done for a super bulky weight yarn and 12 rows done for this bulky weight yarn and for a medium worsted weight yarn. So continue to work this pattern and then I'll meet you back. Once you finish your 12 rows for bulky and medium worsted weight yarn, or 10 rows for super bulky yarn, then we can go on with the sewing portion. Okay, and you can try it on in front of the mirror if you want to see exactly where you like to sew it, but I just lay one side on top of the other, and then I sew at these 3 points. I just join them together right here at the base, and then right over here, and then where the corner meets right over here. So those 3 points, and that'll just make it easier when you work all the way around. And if you feel like you don't need to do that and you just want to get started and keep it even and hold it down while you work all the way around, then you can do that also. But what I like to do is to take my blunt needle, and I like to connect the point right here where I fastened off. So I'll just connect that together and then I'll connect over here and then start to work my way around. For the edging, we're going to pick up a loop right here, and we're going to be single crocheting all the way around and through both of your pieces here, crochet through both of them, and we're going to be doing about 81 single crochets for bulky weight yarn. And we're going to be doing about 81 single crochets for super bulky weight yarn, 87 single crochets for bulky weight yarn, or 90 single crochets for medium worsted weight yarn. The number does not have to be exact, it just has to be a multiple of 3. So we're going to work our single crochets all the way around, and then I will meet you back at the beginning. So now we've single crocheted all the way around, and we're going to slip stitch into the beginning there and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to skip the next 2 stitches, and we're going to slip stitch into the next stitch. Okay, so we're going to skip 2, slip stitch into the next one, chain 5, and skip the next 2 stitches and slip stitch into the next stitch, and chain 5. And we're going to be doing this all the way around the entire border of your neck warmer, and then I will meet you back again at the beginning. So we're ending with a chain 5, and we're going to work a slip stitch into the middle of our space of our chain 5 from the previous row. You're just going to slip stitch there, chain 5, and then work another slip stitch into the middle of our next chain 5 space. You'll be repeating the chain 5 and slip stitch into the chain 5 space all the way around for the next 2 rows for super bulky weight yarn and bulky weight yarn, and for the next 4 more rows for medium worsted weight yarn. Okay, so when you get back to the beginning, we're going to slip stitch into that chain 5 space, and then we're just going to fasten it off right here, leaving a slightly longer tail that we can better weave in. So when I finish this off, I'm going to take my blunt needle and weave in this end through our chains that we made here and all the way down, and then fasten it off on the back. And that's it. Once you do that, you're finished, and you'll have a beautiful lacy charm neck warmer. And you can wear it just like this, or you can flip the collar, which I like also, just like that. And you can add cute little buttons here or whatever you want to do there. So please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more great free patterns, and have a great day.